In this video, we're going to be going over the AAP 0028 pre-test. Now, this test is concepts that you should understand before going into this course. It should be a great review. It has 30 questions, all multiple choice. Just like all your tests, your exams, pre-tests, everything will be in this course. So our first question, we're going to be adding, we have 76 plus 16. So with 76 plus 16, we need to make sure that we line up our ones place and our tens place. 6 plus 6, we get 12. So we raise the 1, bring down my 2. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus my 1 is 9. So we get an answer of 92, which is choice B. Number 2, we're adding 31,213 plus 12,123. Again, lining up your same place values here. 3 plus 3, we get 6. 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 1 is 3. 1 and 2 is 3. And 3 and 1, we get 4. So we get an answer of 43,336, which is choice A. Okay, number 3 here. We are subtracting. We have 79 minus 23. So again, lining up your place values. 9 minus 3, we get 6. 7 minus 2, I get 5. So we get an answer of 56, which in this case is D. Okay, now we're going to subtract a larger number here. We have 92,349 minus 27,552. Again, lining up your place values. We're going to work from right to left. So 9 minus 2, I get 7. 4 minus 5, I can't subtract that. So I need to borrow, make that a 2, and that's 14. So now 14 minus 5, I get 9. 2 minus 5, I can't take 5 from 2, so I need to borrow again. So that makes a 1, and that's 12. So now 12 minus 5 is 7. 1 minus 7, I can't take 7 from 1, so I'm going to borrow again, so that makes 8. And now that becomes 11. So 11 minus 7, we get 4. And 8 minus 2 is 6. So we get 64,797, which is choice C. Number 5. We are rounding the whole number to the given place. So we have 378, and we're rounding to the nearest tens place. So here's my ones place, here's my tens place. So here's my tens place. So what I need to do is look to the number to the right. If it's 5 or greater, we round up. If it's less than 5, we make it a 0. So in this case, it is an 8. So we are going to round up. So that's going to become 380 as my answer, which is choice B. Number 6, we're rounding also. We have 38,073. We're rounding the nearest thousands. Here's the thousands place. So we look one number to the right, and it is a 0. Okay, so since it's less than 5, we're not rounding up. We're leaving the way it is. So it should be 38,000, which is choice D in this case. Number 7, we're getting into multiplication here. So we have 481 times 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So bring your 6 up, bring down your 4. 8 times 4 is 32, plus your 6 is 38. So we get 3,848, which is choice B. Number 8, we're multiplying larger numbers here. We have 507 times my 16. So we're going to do one number at a time. 6 times 7 is 42. So we bring up our 4, bring down our 2. 6 times 0 is 0, plus that 4, I get 4. 6 times 5 is 30. Now don't forget, when you have another number to multiply, we need to add our 0. Now 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 0 is 0, And 1 times 5 is 5. And then we need to add. 2 and 0 is 2. 4 and 7 is 11. So we carry the 1, bring down your 1. 1, 0, and 0 is 1. And 5 and 3 is 8. So our final answer is 8,112. Number 9 and 10, we are getting into division here. So we're dividing in this first one, 7 into 357. So 7 can't go into 3, so now I'm looking. 7 into 35. 7 goes into 35 5 times. 7 times 5 is 35. We subtract. Bring down our 7. 7 into 7 one time with no remainder. So we get an answer of 51, which is choice C. Okay, number 10, we are dividing, we have 500 divided by 23. So 23 into 500. 23 doesn't go into 5, so now 23 into 50. 23 goes into 50 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. We subtract. 50 minus 46 is 4. We still have the 0, so we bring down our 0. 23 into 40 goes in one time. 1 times 23 is 23. And then we subtract. So we get a remainder of 17. So my answer is 21 with a remainder of 17. All right, number 11, we're dealing with fractions here and we're simplifying. So if I have 5 over 15, we need to ask ourselves what goes into the top and the bottom. So in this case, 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 goes into 15 3 times. So we've simplified. Make sure you always double check just in case you miss something. So our final answer is going to be 1/3, which is D. All right, number 12. We have write the fraction in simplest form. So we have negative 12 over 32. So I need to again ask myself what goes into the top and the bottom, the largest number possible. So 4 goes into negative 12 3 times. 4 goes into 32 8 times. And again, just double check, make sure you did get the largest number. I can't simplify any farther. So we get negative 3/8, which is B. Okay, number 13. Here we're multiplying fractions. Now when we multiply fractions, we multiply straight across. First you simplify if you can simplify, but in this case we can't, so we just multiply across. 1 times 2, I get 2. 5 times 9 is 45. And then just double check if you can simplify. In this case we can't, so we get 2 over 45, which is choice B. Okay, 14, we're also multiplying. We have 5 over 11 times 77 over 30. Now, if I were to just multiply across, we're going to get some really big numbers. So we always look to see if we can simplify. And you can simplify one on the top, one on the bottom. So here I see 1177. 11 goes into 11 once. 11 goes into 77 7 times. Then I have a 5 and a 30. 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 goes into 30 6 times. So now that I've simplified, I can multiply across. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 6 is 6. So we get 7 6, which is choice B. Okay, number 15, we're getting into division here. So we have 1/5 divided by 5/7. We cannot divide by fractions. Okay, what we need to do is multiply by the reciprocal, which means I'm going to take the first one, 1/5, change it to multiplication, and flip the second one. And then I can multiply across. First, I check to see if I can simplify anything. I can't. So I have 1 times 7 is 7. 5 times 5 is 25. So, and then we check if we can simplify any farther. We can't. So we get 7 over 25. Okay, 16, we're doing the exact same thing. We're dividing. We know we can't divide, so we have negative 3/4. We change it to multiplication and flip the second one, so negative 15 over 2. Now again, before I multiply, check to see if I can simplify. I can't, so now I'm going to multiply across. A negative 3 times a negative 15 is a positive 45. 4 times 2 is 8. So we get 45 over 8, which is choice C. Number 17, we are now adding. So we can only add fractions if we have a common denominator. In this problem, we do. So if I have 5/8 plus 1/8, I get 6/8. But I'm still not done because I need to simplify. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So we get an answer of 3/5. Again, always double check when we're dealing with fractions if you can simplify. Number 18, again, we are subtracting. Again, you have to make sure you have a common denominator. So 13 over 16 minus 7 over 16. We do have a common denominator. So 13 minus 7, I get 6 over 16. And then if you can simplify, you simplify. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So we get a final answer of 3/8. Number 19 and 20. Again, we are adding and subtracting fractions, but this case we're going to have to find a common denominator. We have 1/5 plus 2/7. They don't have the same common denominator. So I need to ask myself, what is the lowest number that 5 goes into and 7 goes into? So that would be 35 would be my common denominator. So if I have 5 here, I need 35. I need to multiply by 7. So 7 times 1, I get 7. Here I have 7, I need 35. So I need to multiply this one by 5 to get 35. So 2 times 5, I get 10. Now I can add now that there's a common denominator. 7 plus 10 is 17. 35 is my common denominator. And then we check if we can simplify, which we can't. So we get 17 over 35, which is choice B as my answer. All right, 20, we're going to do the same thing, but we're subtracting. We have 7/9 minus 1/2. We can't subtract it the way it is, so we have to find a common denominator. Now the lowest number that 9 goes into and 2 go into are 18. So we had 9 here, we needed 18, so we need to multiply the top by 2. 2 times 7, we get 14. Here we had 2, we needed 18, so we need to multiply the top by 9. So 1 times 9, we get 9. Now we can subtract because they have a common denominator. 14 minus 9, I get 5. And my common denominator is 18. Again, always double check if you can simplify, but we can't. So we get C as our answer. Okay, 21 and 22. And 21, we are making this mixed number into an improper fraction. We have 7 and 2/5. So to make it an improper fraction, we need to do 7 times 5 plus 2. So 7 times 5 is 35, plus my 2 is 37, and then it always has whatever the denominator is there. So we get 37 over 5, which is choice C. Number 22, we're doing the opposite. We have an improper fraction and we need to make it a mixed number. So 5 goes into 18 3 times. I had 3 as my remainder, so I'm going to have 3 and then 5. My denominator never changes. And you can always double check by going backwards. 5 times 3 is 15, plus my 8 is 18. So we get 3 3/5, which is B. Okay, 23, we are rounding to the nearest thousandth. So we have 41.8498. So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths place. So what I need to do is look to the one number to the right. Now, since it is greater than 5, I would round that up. Now, if I round that up, that's going to make that round up. So we're going to get 41.85 as our answer. We can add that 0. So again, since that one rounded up, that one it had to round up. So my answer is B. Okay, 24, we're subtracting decimals. We have 9.02 minus 1.76. Okay, make sure your decimals are lined up, and then we subtract. 2 minus 6, we can't do that, so we need to borrow. We can't borrow from there, so we have to borrow all the way over here. So if we're taking 9 here, that makes that 8. I'm going to borrow from here, which makes that 9, and that's 12. So 12 minus 6, I get 6. 9 minus 7 is 2. My decimal stays in the same spot. And 8 minus 1 is 7. So we get 7.26, which is choice D. 25, we are multiplying. We have 21.1 times 8.2. Now when you're multiplying, it's not, you don't need to line up your decimals. We deal with our decimals last. So here we just multiply, ignoring our decimals. So 2 times 1, I get 2. 2 times 1, I get 2. 2 times 2, I get 4. Add my 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. We're adding. So that's 2 and 0 is 2. 2 plus 8, I get 10. So carry my 1, bring down my 0. 1 and 4 is 5. Plus my 8, I get 13. So raise my 1, bring down my 3. 6 and 1 is 7. And then I have my 1. Now I need to deal with my decimals. I need to count how many places I have. I have 1 here and 1 here, which means I need to move my decimal 2 places. So we're going to get 173.02, which is B. Okay, 26, we're also multiplying. We have 0.09 times 0.02. So 2 times 9 is 18. So bring my 1, carry my 8. 2 times 0 is 0, plus my 1 is 1. Okay, add my 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. We add. We get 8, 1, 0, which we know we don't need, but I still need to count my decimals. I have 2 here. I have 2 here. So I need to move my decimal 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to add another 0. So we get 0.0018, which is choice C. Okay, so 27 here, we are dividing with fractions. So we have 27 divided by 0.03. So 27.03. Now we can't divide with fractions. So what I need to do is, for me to get rid of this, or divide with decimals, if I need to get rid of this decimal, I need to move this 2 places to get rid of it completely. So if I move that 2 places, I need to move this 2 places, which adds 2 zeros. So now, really, I have 3 into 2700. So 3 goes into 27 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. Bring down my 0. 3 goes into 0, 0 times. Bring down my last 0 here. And 3 goes into 0 another 0 times with no remainder. So we get an answer of 900, which is choice C. So very important, you need to get rid of those decimals before you can divide. Okay, number 28 here, we're dividing. So what I need to do is get rid of the decimals first before I can divide. So here, if I need to get rid of that decimal, I need to move it 2 places, which means I need to move this 2 places. So when I move them 2 places, I get 3 into 285. 3 doesn't go into 2, but 3 goes into 28 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. We're subtracting. 28 minus 27 is 1. Bring down my 5. 3 into 15 goes in perfectly 5 times with no remainder. So we get an answer of 95, which is A. And our last two here, 29, we're writing this percent as a decimal. So right now we have 2%. To make it a decimal, so right now my decimal's here. To make it a decimal, I need to move my place 2 places to the left. So as a decimal, my answer is going to be 0.02. Same thing here. Right now I have it 18.6%. To make it a decimal, I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. So I get 0.186, which is choice B.